Now, regular listeners to the podcast will know who you are because you've been a guest before, haven't you? Yes, about 18 times.
I got really into that fucking r/podcasting subreddit, and it's the fucking funniest. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It might be the most pathetic subreddit I've ever seen. And like,
makes sense.
50% of subreddits are like, you know, just shouting out to my brothers also in the small dick plus acne community.
I'm having a tough time.
Yeah, we just got to rally together.
All we have is each other, brothers.
These dickless guys who like anime and are racist, but also we have gynecomastia and we collect pipes.
Don't worry, brother. I just want to say it gets better, bro.
Community.
It's a community. It's about friendship. It's about community, dude. That's what Reddit's about.
But you're saying that r/podcasting is even more pathetic than that.
Yeah, because it's like there's no such, like, there's communities based around podcasts. But podcasting itself
is a horrible
thing. It's guys that just
any podcast.
Well, it would be like if you had like
as a
car community, but then it was guys that are like really into the idea of thinking about buying a car.
Yeah, driving one day.
Yeah, maybe someday driving somewhere. You know, I mean, not even that. It's like, you know, because they're all on, like, every post in there is like, you know, I'm like, my life has been changed by this. This is insane. I noticed we have 1 or 2 listeners in the UK, 1 in Malta, and then the bulk of our listenership is about 30 to 40 people in Canada where I live. And it's
the bulk is probably people that I know making fun of me to each other.
Right.
clipping the audio and sending it back and calling me gay.
You know, and it's like the fact that there's an international community listening to this podcast.
That's so sad.
Listening to my Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. Where I break down every episode of Yu-Gi-Oh ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny. And it's like not even, it's funny in a way where it's like, it's not even like pathetic, because if you have like the people that have the time and money to invest in all this fucking if you got, first of all, you need an extra room in your house to turn into a podcast studio.
Oh yeah, you have to.
None of the people on there are like, yeah, you just record into a Zoom. You know, like no, like if you haven't, like they start off with all the equipment, and then afterwards they're like, does anyone know how to make friends? I'm trying to think of both. My first step is to have friends. And then the second is to have any kind of interest. And then the third thing is, how do I make words come out of my mouth for an hour?